Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we aim to uncover the hidden stories within corporate filings. Sometimes a company is on the brink of falling off a cliff, and sometimes they've just managed to grab onto the very edge with their fingernails. Today we are looking at Lakeside Holding Limited, and get ready, because this report is all about keeping their heads above water on the Nasdaq. So what is this report all about? Well, the company Lakeside Holding Limited is filing an 8K form. This is basically a report for important unscheduled events that a publicly traded company needs to disclose to the public. Think of it as an emergency broadcast for investors. Let's dive into what is happening with Lakeside Holding Limited. Back on the 28th of July of 2025, the company got some bad news. The Nasdaq stock market, which is like the big stage for many companies to trade their shares, sent them a deficiency letter. This letter basically said Lakeside Holding Limited was not meeting the requirements to stay listed on the Nasdaq capital market. The big problem was the minimum bid price requirement. For a company to be traded on the Nasdaq capital market, its stock generally needs to have a closing bid price of at least $1 per S-share for a certain number of days. For Lakeside Holding Limited, their stock had fallen below this $1 mark for over 30 consecutive business days. This is a pretty serious red flag for investors, as it can indicate that the market's confidence in the company is low. When a stock price consistently stays below $1, it can lead to delisting, meaning the stock might no longer be traded on that major exchange. But here is where things take a turn, and for Lakeside Holding Limited, it is a turn for the better. On the 29th of September, just a couple of months after receiving that concerning letter, the company got another one from Nasdaq. This new letter confirms something very important. Lakeside Holding Limited had regained compliance with that minimum bid price requirement. This is fantastic news for the company and its shareholders. It means the company successfully boosted its stock price back above the $1 mark and kept it there long enough to satisfy Nasdaq's rules. And the best part of this update, the Nasdaq has officially closed this issue. This significantly reduces the immediate risk of being kicked off the Nasdaq exchange. Now let's look at what we can glean from the company S structure that is mentioned. They have common stock with a very low par value of just $0.0001 per S-share. This is common for many companies and doesn't directly tell us about their performance, but it is part of their foundational structure. Their trading symbol on the Nasdaq is LSH. For those who might be looking them up or trading their stock, that is the ticker symbol you would use. Being listed on the Nasdaq stock market LLC is a significant achievement, as it provides liquidity and visibility to investors. The filing also indicates that Lakeside Holding Limited is an emerging growth company. This means they are a company with less than a certain amount of annual gross revenue, and they have certain regulatory benefits and flexibilities, particularly around financial reporting standards, as they grow. This can make it easier for newer companies to navigate the complexities of public markets. It is also noted that there is not applicable for former name or former address if changed since last report. This suggests that they haven't undergone a name change or moved their primary location recently, which is generally a sign of stability. The report is signed by Long Yi, the Chief Financial Officer. This is the person responsible for overseeing the company S financial health and reporting. The signature date of the 3rd of October 2025 is after the events reported, which is standard practice as they compile and file these reports. So what does this all mean? Well, Lakeside Holding Limited, after facing a significant threat of being delisted from the Nasdaq due to a low stock price, has managed to pull itself back into compliance. This is a crucial win for the company. It prevents an immediate crisis that could have severely impacted their access to capital and investor confidence. What we don't see in this specific filing are the detailed financial tables that would show us exactly how they managed to boost their stock price. Was it a sudden surge in positive news, a strategic buyback of their own shares, or perhaps a general market uplift that benefited their stock? Without those deeper financial details in this particular 8K, it is hard to say definitively what drove this recovery. Generally, a sustained increase in stock price comes from strong business performance, positive future outlook, or effective company actions. However, this report tells a story of resilience and a successful navigation of a critical regulatory hurdle. It shows that the management, particularly the Chief Financial Officer who signed off, was able to address the issue. The matter is now closed. Statement is the key takeaway here. Looking ahead for Lakeside Holding Limited, the focus will undoubtedly be on maintaining that stock price above the $1 threshold. They will also need to continue demonstrating business fundamentals that support a healthy market valuation. While this report is a positive update, it doesn't erase the underlying reasons why the stock price fell in the first place. Investors will be watching closely to see if this compliance is sustainable and if the company's overall business health is improving. For now, Lakeside Holding Limited has dodged a bullet on the Nasdaq front. It is a clear sign that they are actively managing their compliance obligations. We will keep an eye on their future filings to see if the underlying business performance, which drives stock price, is also showing similar signs of strength. Alright, that is our breakdown of Lakeside Holding Limited's latest filing. What is your take on their ability to regain Nasdaq compliance and what they should focus on next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description for more community insights. Thanks for watching. See you next time.